party.
Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of
Besties.
Woo!
Each week we have questions and we'll give you answers. Here's a question. The Zach Bryan,
Oh, I don't really know.
Chickenfry, Dave Portnoy drama. Brianna Chickenfry was dating Zach Bryan. Zach Bryan, very famous, popular country singer.
And he dumped her without her knowing, right? He just took it to the streets
He
first?
took it to the streets, dumped her ass, was on Raya within 5 seconds. It was bad. Dave Portnoy
Oh, God, I want.
is BFFs with Brianna Chickenfry.
Oh.
They have a podcast together. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's her?
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, shit!
Yeah.
Oh, I'm more emotionally invested now. Oh, no.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
And then the third guy, Josh Richardson.
He's so
TikToker.
cute.
Okay, so Zach Bryan did Brianna dirty. Dave is taking it to YouTube recording studio, and he made a song called "Smallest Man." Zach Bryan. In this song, it is public humiliation to the max.
Really?
Allegedly, they're accusing him of having STDs.
Oh.
He's a short man. He is an alcoholic.
Oh.
Terrible character. This is a 5-minute song.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Songs aren't that long.
No, they're not. And so
It's kind of a troll.
he is kind of a troll.
But I love him. I would love it if he was my best friend and he went to bat for me. Can I just have sex with you just this once to say thank you? Because that is a huge turn on. Okay, go on.
So with this diss song coming out, do you feel that's too much public humiliation over a breakup? Or do you think that Zach Bryan deserves this?
Maybe not this level. I don't think he deserves the Dave Portnoy level. He has the voice of the people, kind of a cult leader.
Definitely.
In that sense, he took advantage of it because Dave Portnoy has such a big base.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a base equivalent of Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I think it's right up there with Joe Rogan. Mm-hmm.
So does Zach Bryan deserve double barrel from Dave Portnoy? Well, he should have taken that into consideration that was never going to work out for him.
Yes,
It was a very dangerous thing to be floating that close to the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So Dave may have gone just a smidge too far.
Yeah, a smidge too far to make this whole music video.
Yeah, no.
And the production value of this song and the music video, he took some time.
That's a lot of hate.
It's so much hate.
It's like too much hate.
And the thing is that when you're Dave Portnoy and you have hundreds of millions of dollars, you can afford to do that much hate publicly and get sued because who cares? You'll just pay.
You will pay.
Mm-hmm. And Zach Bryan actually slapped a trademark infringement. I think that's cut out part of the song to put it back up on TikTok.
My goodness
and
gracious.
YouTube. I
never do that man dirty. He will come after you.
Lesson learned. Dave Portnoy, we can be best friends.
I would love it if you protected me like that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so hot. It's so Italian. Like I would. This one time, this guy I was quasi dating, but he was like the neighborhood bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to break up with him. It was a Friday night. My parents were out. I was babysitting my brother. And we found out he was like scaling the side of the house and then was on the roof. It was very scary. So I called my parents at the restaurant, like old timey, where you like called the restaurant.
Oh, wow.
Parents, you need to get home. Taylor was hysterical. The guy jumped off the roof, he and his friends took off. Where does he live? My father beat on the door, was screaming.
Wow.
In my honor. Somehow it was my fault. That always is.
Because you were the one at home babysitting, so it's clearly your fault. No. I've never really had anything bad happen to me. Like
my dad broke my bedroom door down.
Oh my gosh.
It was locked and he kicked it in.
Oh my gosh.
It was like blood.
Whoa.
Not mine, but his.
That's crazy.
I was 16. He chased me around the bed. I knew a beating was to ensue. And I was like, don't hit me. Anyway, Dave Portnoy, coming for you. Question for you. Speaking of cult leaders, do you think I would be a good cult leader?
I think so.
I really want to be a cult leader so bad.
You know, you could be like that lady who took over
Kundalini. Good one. It's a documentary on HBO called Breath of Fire. In 1969, some guy from India brings over the practice of Kundalini. It's deep breathing and getting out of your body and experiencing a trance-like state. And then there's second disciple. Turns out she's a full-on scammer. She was an actress. She loved the big stage. I love the big stage.
You do love the big stage.
And then
you love to perform.
I love to perform.
You love yoga.
I love mind control. Turns out Kundalini is nothing. Hilarious.
Really?
He was making it up on the spot. It's utter bullshit.
Wow.
Right. And so they're all living on a compound. Then there were children, first generation, born into this cult. Turns out she had a bit of a shopping addiction. Fancy cars and 5-star hotels and all the things. And she was interviewed because what she was able to do as a young millennial, she took it to the streets, took it to Instagram and TikTok, and was able to educate the masses about Kundalini and its benefits. I love this bitch because the girl with the black turtleneck.
Oh, Elizabeth Holmes.
It's the Elizabeth Holmes of yoga. And there is some tragic parts. The head guy sexually assaulted his disciples. If you want more enlightenment, you have to suck my dick.
This is what happens in a cult. In a cult, it all starts off very friendly. It's fine.
Utopian.
We love each other. This is amazing. And then the longer you stay, the more twisted it gets.
You're exactly right. To the point they're like, can we get them to shave their heads? Can we get them to give us all their money? They were taking the children and sending them to India to live in these like sub conditions. Meanwhile, the parents were told they're like ambassadors.
Oh. What's wrong with your parents that you're letting your child get sent off to India?
Well, let's back up. They're making bad choices to begin with because they're in the cult. Their picker's pretty bad.
That's a good point.
I want to be a cult leader.
What do you hope to accomplish in your cult?
Mind control. People worshiping me.
The whole thing is just people bowing down to you.
Yeah, that's what happened to the girl. She sat on stage and she had a white turban on, and they have to wear white. I look great in white. I do think my hair pulled back looks really nice. I have a great forehead. To me, in a turban is adorable, and I would wear a white linen, and you sit on the stage, cross-legged, and you're like, my people. And I have funny things to say. She's funny. She's real. She'll swear. She's bringing what they represent is 1,000-year-old yoga practice to millennials. The people said, the ones that were being interviewed, they would just look at her so longingly in reverence that she was somehow a deity that just happened to be amongst us. Ooh. The obsession. I guess what I want is people to be obsessed.
You want people to be obsessed with you. You should put that in the ChatGPT prompt. I want people to be obsessed with me.
I think I actually have chatted how to be a cult leader. I would use it for good until I got so rich that I had to buy stupid shit.
I could see it going sideways.
Knowing full well I'm there to be sideways as soon as possible. That's what cult leaders do. They make bad choices.
That ego just gets so inflated that you can't help yourself.
I already have a pretty decent size ego. What's a little more?
That's what we got.
I'm sorry I wasted all our time.
That wasn't a waste of time.
Oh, good.
Make sure you share this episode with your bestie. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever your podcast at The Honestly Show, and give us 5 stars about how hilarious we are. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.